Hello students, welcome to the disaster mitigation and management class. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the natural disaster. Under that we have discussed about the floods. In the natural disaster second type we will be discussing about the flood in this lecture. So please kindly follow the videos. What is actually a drought? A drought means flood is nothing but a overflow of a water. Drought is nothing but a where the less amount of water perception will be there. There in that area you will in that area the drought will be occurring. So means where we can't do the agriculture and where we can't even grow the plants without the with the less percentage of water plays a major role in a human life. So where we can't without water the human existence will become a very tough task, right? So what is actually a drought? A drought is defined as a period in which a region has a deficit is nothing but the scarcity. Here the deficient in its water supply, whether surface or a underground water. Surface of an underground water means why they are telling here surface or a underground water. I already told you when the whatever the land we have, if that has the absorption capacity, that water will be going into the underground and that increases the water table. I already told you what is nothing but a water table. For example, at your homes you people usually dig the bore wells for the continuous water. In that what people will be saying, if you dig this much you will be getting the water. Like for example, like a hilly areas like Banjara Hills, there you will not be having a water table. There you will be finding a depletion of the water table. Depletion of the water table means the percentage of the water which is present in the underground will be very less comparative to the our regions like old city region. You will be having a good water table and good underground water. So this type of droughts where it will occur means less amount of rainfall for years, then that may leads to the drought. Because the if less amount of rainfall falls, what you can do? You can't do the agriculture and you can't do any vegetation, and even you have to suffer for the fresh water, right? When the water table is not there, then what happened? The rivers, when the less amount of rainfall falls, what happened? The rivers, lakes, which are the fresh water bodies, that all will started getting dry. So see here, drought is defined as a period in which a region has a deficit in its water supply, where surface or underground water, it can last for months or years or even days. Though drought can persist for several years, even a short intense drought can cause significant damage and harm to the local economy, right? So right here you can see the map of India. In that the zones has been differentiated by using the different types of colors. So here the wherever the pink shaded region you are seeing, that has been elaborated as chronicle drought prone area. Probability of occurrence of drought more than 20%, right? Where the yellow shaded color is frequently drought prone area. Probability of occurrence of drought 10% to 20%, and green shaded area is least drought prone area. The probability of occurrence of drought less than 10%. These type of maps which are available in the market, in that you will be having a earthquake prone areas also. Like this they will be differentiating the zones using the different colors. Right here the whatever we are studying about the drought, so they have differentiated the drought means less, average and high. That type of drought prone areas has been differentiated here, right? Next one is how a drought actually starts. How a drought actually starts and how many it leads. So right, a drought starts when a total rainfall is well below average for several months. Other signs of drought includes very dry soil, trees have a signs of dying, weather getting hotter and hotter due to the less amount of rainfall, and that leads to the global warming, and that leads to the heat waves, right? That starts producing the heat waves. See here, very dry soil means when the amount of rainfall is only not there, then what happens? The moisture content which is present in the soil, that gets evaporated, right? Trees have a sign of dying means what happen? When water is not there, automatically the trees will not get any type of means intake. So when one thing one body which won't take any intake for several years and several months, it starts dying. So even the weather also get hotter and hotter when the moisture content which nothing is present in the environment. So automatically whatever the waves and air is there, that get hotter, right? Next one, causes of drought. Causes of drought: deficiency of rainwater, deforestation. Obviously when rain does not occur, if you do the deforestation, obviously it leads to the this one, drought. So next one is the soil erosion, and fourth one is the global warming, right? So here the types of droughts are, there are three types of droughts. One is meteorological drought, one is hydrological drought, and one more is the agriculture drought, right? So what is actually a meteorological drought? They are related to climatic conditions and a deficiency in rainfall. The deficiency may be for specific divisions or areas and not the country as a whole. The deficiency is measured as a deviation from the mean rainfall over a particular region. So right, when the meteorological drought is nothing but what happens? See here, India has a many districts, India has a many states, under that we got many districts. So every district and every state will not be having the same climatic conditions. When compared to the Jammu and Kashmir, our Telangana temperature will be a moderate, and that temperature is very comfortable. All the human beings, all the people which comes to the moderate temperature, they can adapt themselves very easily. If we go to the Jammu and Kashmir, they adapting to that temperature and that environment, it takes a time. So right, that is suitable for growing apples and like these fruits, and our temperature is useful for the agriculture purpose, right? Even in Andhra, the soil and the whatever the temperature is present in Andhra, that is also suitable for the agriculture purpose more. So right, that here the rainfall may fall or may not fall in all the districts, and all the districts are not prone to the drought, right? All the districts are not drought prone areas. So only some states and some districts are having the deficiency of rainfall. So here the deficiency is measured as a deviation from the mean rainfall over a particular region. So mostly we will be categorizing the rainfall into the average, medium and high rainfall which takes in the season. So right, here the second one is hydrological. Hydrological is nothing but it is related to the water. So obviously the freshwater bodies such as river, lakes and ponds which are get dry due to the scarcity of water, scarcity of falling of rainfall. Right, next one is agriculture. The moisture content of the soil decreases and causes great stress to the crop, and eventual failure result in lowering of agriculture productivity. So obvious thing is that when the rainfall does not occur, the whatever the moisture content present in the soil, that get evaporates, right? That get evaporates, and that causes to the dryness in the soil, and that soil is not suitable for the agriculture purpose. So next one is the drought in India. So in India, the India Meteorological Department declared that 255 districts of the country recorded deficient -59 to 20% or a scanty -99 to -60 rainfall. Many state governments are yet to declare drought in their respective states. In our state, we have faced this type of thing. Mahbub Nagar district, now it has been in Mahbub Nagar district also we have our Telangana people have faced the drought, right? These districts account for 31% of all districts in India where drought has been declared on the pretext of a deficient southwest monsoon, right? Drought in Andhra Pradesh, Mahbub Nagar, Khammam district. Now Mahbub Nagar itself a one individual district now. This was occurred when we were merged with a Andhra Pradesh, right? So next, more than 50% of districts in Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya, Karnataka, Arunachal Pradesh and Goa received deficient rainfall. Some states including Maharashtra, Karnataka, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Jharkhand declared drought. It will not be like years and years. They have in the history they have, what do you say, they have experienced this drought. Now I think not. Now the rainfall is getting so most of the states are not prone to the drought. So right, the places that are officially drought hit, the states are Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar. Here for example Hyderabad we have a district. In Hyderabad we have different taluks, means different places. So right, like this you have a different this one. Karnataka having 23 districts, under that 86 taluks have been experienced this drought, and Maharashtra 37 districts, in that 151. Andhra Pradesh we have 6 districts, taluks we don't usually use that word. And next one is the Odisha, in that 9 districts, under 9 districts 66 places got experienced drought. Jharkhand 18, under that 191. Bihar 23. Bihar is the Bihar, they are having 23 and major taluks have been experienced this one, that is 206, right? According to a new manual on a drought management issued by the Union Ministry of Agriculture in December 2016, the center will only provide funds to the state government in case of severe drought, not mild. So for example, if in Hyderabad if we won't get rainfall, it does not make much difference, because in Hyderabad we don't carry any agricultural activities, right? So it does not make that difference. If you go to the other districts, other villages, they mostly depend upon the agriculture purpose only, where Hyderabad is a meteorological city, metropolitan city, so we will not go for the agriculture. We will mostly concentrate on the commercial thing, right? Villages are completely depend upon the agriculture. If rainfall does not occur, what happen? They will not be having any source of income, and they completely depend upon that only. So our state government will give when severe drought occur and most of the people start losing their lives due to this drought. By the drought, most of the people won't lose the life, but their source of income will be getting, and due to that many people will lose their livelihood, right? So since the yardstick to measure the severity of drought is stricter, The new condition make it more difficult for the states to prove severe drought and get relief from the center. In Maharashtra, 639 farmers committed suicide between March and May this year due to crop failure, debt and inability to repay the bank loans. So this will occur in the village side. Most of the farmers will depend upon the agriculture. This is the main and last source of income for them. So they depend upon this one. If that will not give you the result, so what happen? If drought occurs, they comes into the debts and they have to clear their bank loans. Due to that, most of the farmers suicides. In 2014, the National Crime Record Bureau of India reported 5,650 farmers suicide. So these are accusations of state manipulating the data on farmers suicide. As of 2018, the Indian government has not published data on farmers suicide since 2015. Recently, we have even experienced in the Modi government that the farmers has been protesting, right? The next one, impacts of drought. Whatever the impacts that fall whenever the drought occurs, the economic impact, agriculture and the income generated from the crops in a short term. So right, in the agriculture what we will be so right here in short term, and unemployment of farmers and even retailers can occur at long term. So right, crops in short term, what happen means is according to the season wise in the agricultural land, the crops will be changed and rotational of the crops will be happening over there. So environmental impact, the insects infestations and plant diseases increased in erosion, habitat and landscape degradation in short term, and plants and animal species can suffer tremendously, and over the time desertification can happen with an extreme lack of moisture at long term. Here the environmental impact means whatever the holding of the water that may leads to the insect infestations and plant diseases. Increase in the soil erosion means whatever the soil that is present that starts get eroding. So right, habitats and landscape degradation means whatever the soil which is present in that it start degrading in short term, and the plants and animals can suffer tremendously due to the lack of water, and over time desertification means dryness of your soil and happens with an extreme lack of moisture at long term. Right, next one is the social impact, disputes between users of available water, inequality in water distribution between wealthy and poor, disparities in area in need of disaster relief, and decline in health. So social impact means the poor people cannot afford getting the water, and whatever the pipe distribution of water that can be wealthy people, what they can do, if they have money they can go and get the water using this one tankers, and they can get the water using the motors also by the different connection. The poor people can't afford, so this may lead to the social impact. Right, next one, monitoring of the drought, rainfall and other associated weather parameters, crop health based on satellite derived data and field reports, available groundwater and surface water resources, migration and impact on the community. Obviously when drought occurs, we have to migrate the people where they have present in the drought prone areas, that people has to get migrated for their livelihood, or else the people will be facing a lots of this one, right, lots of loss in the due to that may leads to their this one. So right, next we will study about the mitigation. Judicious use of surface and groundwater, Less exploitation of groundwater. Less exploitation of groundwater means due to the huge exploitation of groundwater, that may leads to the depletion of your water table. Next, salt concentration. Salt concentration cannot lead to the most absorption. Salt concentration, if you heavy salt concentrations will lead to the less absorption. Next, fluorides and nitrates in water. And next one is the lack of availability or reduced availability of drinking water for animals in natural storage structures such as ponds and lakes. Right, next one, cloud seeding in drought prone regions. A form of weather modifications is an attempt to change the amount or types of precipitations that falls from cloud by dispersing substance into the air that serve as a cloud condensation or a ice nuclei, which alter the microphysical process within the cloud. So what they are telling, a form of weather modification means environmental change is the attempt to change the amount of or type of precipitation that falls from the cloud. The precipitation that falls from the cloud is nothing but the falling of the rainfall by dispersing substance into the air that serves as a cloud condensation or a ice nuclei, which alter the microphysical process within the cloud. The Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra since 2003, these are all borders, so usually these are all comes under the south, so usually these are all comes to the Bay of Bengal side. So obviously we usually see these names only: Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra. Induced rainfall in drought hit Anantapur district. Right, micro irrigation systems, conventional methods of water conveyance and irrigation, highly inefficient, wastage of water, water logging, salinization and soil degradation, drip and sprinkler irrigation. So here you will not be having a continuous flow of water. What they will do, they sprinkle. This is one type of irrigation you people will be having. Only alternative for efficient use of surface as well as groundwater resources. This can be used and can be adopted, drip and sprinkler irrigations. This type of irrigations I will show you in detail by showing the video. Evapotranspiration losses could be minimized and crop yield optimized. So right, post harvest management. India suffers food grain and agriculture produce loss of rupees 50,000 crores per year due to the lack of adequate post harvest infrastructure pest. So right, so why India suffers food grains and agriculture produce loss of rupees 50,000 crores per year due to the lack of adequate post harvest infrastructure pest. So right, in our agriculture we will be using the pest controls more. That so means this type of unusual pest controls whenever we are using, due to that the major loss we are getting in the production of the agricultural food grains. So right, 35 to 40% loss of fruits and vegetables, loss estimated at 40,000 crores per year. Pre-cooling, cold storage and refrigerated transports. This pre-cooling, cold storage and refrigerated transports we usually use for exporting our this one fruits and vegetables to the other states or other countries. Next one, nutritional aspects for food security. You will be having this one: integrated child development services, preschool children. This midday meal schemes means why we are using this all in these drought prone areas means the farmers which they are growing in the agricultural land, that will be taken by the our government at some fixed rate. So that will be used for this type of schemes. Whatever the food grains, whatever the food items and whatever the things and what means lentils which they buy from the which they buy from this one farmers, that that they usually use in this type of schemes. So water conservation, storage structure and management. Here the water harvesting and conservation, this comes into the picture, means it is a mitigation procedure where we have to store the water in advance, keeping this drought occurring in the future, that can be done, that can be resolved, means up to some extent we can use this water harvesting, right? Availability of inputs here, increase production and productivity, state seed development corporation SDC, marketing federation markfed, and cooperative oil federations. This is all not that important. Next one is the afforestation. Forests provide fuel, fodder, small timber, food and income to the tribals and the rural people. Illegal logging and forest fire, major causes of deforestation. So I'll give you one example. Whatever the A4 size papers and whatever the papers and which we are using in our daily life, that comes from the trees only. When we cut down the trees, it forms. So in our daily life, how many these papers we will be using, that are all come from the trees only, which has been cut down in the forest. So these type of activities also lead to the deforestation. So forest fire, that will completely, that is one of the major disaster that will completely collapse the things which are present. The degradation of forest, if shifting cultivation, over exploitation of non-timber forest produce, result in disappearance of roots and tubers in Anantapur district of AP, and has affected the nutritional standards of populations. According to the statistics of the Forest Department, Government of AP, for the year 2001, 19.49 million hectares of soil has been eroded due to the deforestation. So this deforestation, how the forest in the fire, that I'll show you in the video in our next lectures. Okay. Next one is the public distribution system. The scheme under which food grains and certain other non-food products are supplied to the persons at subsidized cost through fair prices shops. These are all comes under our government activities. The targeted public distribution system ensures that essential commodities are accessible to household which are BPL and the poorest of poor sections, that's promoting household food security among the economical poor sections. So right, next one, crop insurance. This all has to be done in keeping in mind that drought can be occur anytime. These are all right. Next one is the crop insurance to combat the adverse financial impact of drought on the farmers. Not very successful. All India Comprehensive Crop Insurance Schemes, Natural Agriculture Insurance Scheme, Agriculture Insurance, copy of India. This I will be using in your, this I will be asking in your internal exam. So kindly see this slide carefully. So right, next, in our next lecture we will be dealing with our drought management in India. For today, this is all right. Thank you everyone. Thank you.